Hello, and nice to meet you. I'm Ashley, and I have a bit of a story that I really want to tell, mainly because I'm young, and it's a story that I think a lot of young people encounter every day, but it very rarely gets talked about, and that's living with chronic illness while being young. I look pretty normal and pretty okay. What people don't see is I have hypermobility syndrome and chronic arthritis. I was diagnosed a year ago, however my problems started 4 years ago. I was at university at the time and loving life, working real hard. I was studying to be a special effects makeup artist for film and TV. Had lots of really great friends. Loved it, loved my life, loved everything about it. And then overnight I started to get achy, really achy, like I'd been beaten up. And I thought at first I was just a bit overworked, went to see the doctor. GP said, I think you need to take a bit of a break, have a bit of rest, and take a bit of a holiday. So I got hold of my mum. I was at university in York, and university in Hartlepool, and I got hold of my mum and I was like, look, I'm not feeling too great. And my doctors recommended I take a break, and my mum was like, yeah, sure, come stay with me. Like, you know, it's fine, I don't mind. She'll do some nice girly stuff and it'll be great. So she'd recently just moved into a big old farmhouse as well, which was really cool because there was like loads of space and really nice garden, and it was summer, so I was like, yeah, this will be really nice. I can go, I can help my mum do some decorating in the new house, and yeah, get on with relaxing, seeing some family and friends from back home. So I went back to Warrington where my mum lives, and yeah, I really enjoyed it for a few days, and I'll never forget this day as long as I live. I went out to do some gardening. My mum was going out with some friends for lunch, and she was like, don't overwork it, you know, you want to be at a rest. I was like, yeah, no worries, and she went, and she came home about 10 o'clock in the evening, and I went in to the house at about the same time, and obviously with it being summer it was still pretty light at 10 o'clock in the evening. And I came in and I said, oh, so my back's killing me, and she said, you shouldn't have done too much. And I was like, oh, I'm young, I'll be fine. And I was about 20, 21, and went to bed. That was that. Went to bed to get some sleep. 1 o'clock in the morning, I woke up in what I can only describe as the most excruciating pain of my life. I thought I was dying. I thought I'd done something. It was in my left hip, and it was radiating from sort of where your bum is, just at the bottom of my bum, up my spine, towards the middle of my spine. And I was just screaming. I was just in so much pain. I thought I don't know, I like dislocated it in my sleep or done something. So I chatted with my mum. She came downstairs, she didn't know what to do. She rang the NHS hotline, and they were like, okay, yeah, we're going to send an ambulance, we can hear she's obviously in a lot of pain. So ambulance came out, they couldn't move me, so they gave me some Entonox, some gas and air to try and help with the pain. They eventually got me to a point where they could put me in a wheelchair and put me in an ambulance, took me to the hospital, and the hospital did some blood tests and were like, there's not really anything showing, the joint looks fine. They did an x-ray, they were like, nothing's broken, nothing's fractured. They were like, what have you been doing all day? I said, I've been gardening all day, to be honest. And they said, you've probably pulled something. Then they were like, go home, rest, don't be a wimp, basically. So I was like, okay, no worries. So went home, they gave me some painkillers to take home with me, just basically like codeine. And from that day, my life was never the same. It has been a crazy roller coaster of hospital appointments, bad news, good news, moving, losing my life, losing my job, losing my place at university. And this is something that I want to explore over a series of videos explaining that your life can change so quickly, more quickly than you could ever imagine, than you could ever think possible. After the day where this happened, I went back to university a week later and my joints really started to hurt. My shoulders started to hurt, my hips started to hurt. I was waking up stiff in the mornings, no pun intended. And it was hard. I was 21. I was very fit and healthy at the time as well. I have had doctors question my weight. That's a conversation for another time. And I want to make a series of videos to explain that if you're young and you're in pain and you know there's something wrong with you, whether it be physical or mental, you need to keep pushing with a doctor, okay? Just because a doctor says they don't believe you or go away, you know, I was told by 5 specialists there was nothing wrong with me. They did virtually no tests, and it was a year ago. I've been going through this since I was 20. It was a year ago when I was finally told by a doctor he knew what was wrong with me. After years of me being in agony, and I've been on the edge of suicide, I have been to the real darkest places you can be. And I was lucky enough that I had a great mum and a great partner by my side supporting me, who knew how hard I'd worked growing up and knew that I wouldn't just throw that away for nothing. So I had so much support from them too, but I only have them too. I don't really have very many friends, to be honest. I've never really been great at making friends. I have a really good friend, Katie. Hi, Katie. She's amazing. And that's all you need. You don't need oceans of friends and family to be supported. But this is what I want to make this for. I want to be the family and the support for people out there. If you're in pain and you have a disability, I want this to be a safe space. I want this channel to be somewhere you can come and we can explore things together. I want you to go through my journey with me. I want you to come every day with me, morning, afternoon and night, and see what I go through and experience it with me. And I want to experience your pain with you. I want to know if you're out there and you're young. I want to know that. I want to know what's going on in your life. I want to know if you're sad, if you're down, if your doctors just aren't listening to you. What can you do? Because I have been there and I know what it's like, and it's horrible. It's a horrible, horrible feeling. But this is what I want to do this for. I've been through so much in my life, and I honestly believe it's for this. It's so that I can talk about it and talk to people and say, you know what? It is horrible, but it gets better. And you know what, actually scratch that. It doesn't get better. It doesn't. Because arthritis and hypermobility, they don't get better. They get worse. But your outlook can get better. Your perception can get better on how you feel and how you perceive yourself, so other people perceive you differently. It's okay to be down when you're in pain. It's okay to have days where you curl up in a little duvet burrito and don't want to move. That's okay. But I want to be there so that on those days when people go through that, they can talk to me and say, what do I do? And I can say, you know what? I'm there with you. I feel crap as well. I hope that this reaches enough people so that somebody, somewhere, can see it and feel like they have a friend, feel like they have somebody willing to listen. I have a little boy, he's 10 months old, he's amazing. I was told I'd never have children. I was shocked, to say the least, when I found out I was having my little boy. I couldn't believe it. And 10 weeks ago, I found out I'm pregnant again, and I'm petrified. I am the most scared I've ever been in my life of anything. I don't know how I'm going to cope. I'm so scared, and I want to share this journey. I want to share for anybody who's got arthritis or got problems and they're ill and they're worried about having children, what it's like to be ill and be in pain and be pregnant. You can come through that with me. You can be on my journey with me and see what it's like. I don't really want to make this too long. It's already 10 minutes long. But please, if you're watching this and you know somebody with lupus, fibromyalgia, EDS, hypermobility, any of these conditions, and they are struggling and they need a soundboard, somewhere to go to talk. I don't want this to be a negative thing. If you have anything negative to say, take it somewhere else. Not interested in negative comments. This is a safe space for people to come and sound off about how crap they feel and how they want to ask me questions about how I live my life, how I look after my little boy, how I survive day to day. Ask me. That is what I'm here for. And I'm going to do videos and I'm going to talk about the aids I use, whether it be my crutches or my wheelchair or my grabby stick or my tubey grips for my arms when my arms get really bad, or I wear Kins tape on my shoulders, what that's like. I'm going to talk about all these things and anything that you guys want to try but don't know whether it's worth investing in. Let me know. I'll try it. I will be the idiot that tries it. And I want to use my disability to do something good, to help other people. So please, if you're watching this and you're in pain, talk to me. Please talk to me. Please don't suffer on your own. Men, women, anybody, please feel like you can come to me and be safe, because you can.